it's still in the first act.
A bloody beginning. A violent prologue announced by a flowing red curtain. The wrath of strangers made me sick to my stomach. Feet stirred dark puddles. The air tasted like iron. Their heads, someone cried. Anger hidden in the shadows. Thousands of cries from a single throat. Here was a beast with hundreds of claws and teeth. A kicked, abused, and physically wounded soul. Their heads! What a cold and urgent order. The beast's eyes showed a long-disguised bitterness, yesterday's envy. It has waited too long to show mercy now. Too long covering its ears while others laughed at its inadequacies and feebleness. The beast's bark was filled with 1,000 smiles of those who worship this bloody morning. The day when their enemies will perish.
Oh shit.
Their brothers.
Yeah, that's better. Okay, let's see who we have on trial. People are anxious. Wow, she must have done something very, very bad. Everyone wants her dead. The revolutionaries want her dead. The common folk want her dead. Let's see what's been happening here. Yep. This dude's dead. Yeah. And that was my fault. Yeah, I take the blame for that. This is a new guy, isn't it? He wasn't here before. I'll take a read if you want. Okay, let's see what we have here. Very high. Good relationship with my father. Good relationship with my wife. Good relationship with my younger son. And what do I need to find out? Did the defendant confess? Was her act counter-revolutionary in nature? Why did the defendant need a passport and carriage? Where did the investigators find Anne de Korf's passport? And I should just sentence her to death right now. That's what everyone wants, isn't it? Let's take a look at the evidence. So, as we've got here, dear Baroness, the custom barrel-line carriage you ordered is ready. Your instructions have been attentively followed to the letter. Please pay the outstanding 70,000 francs through Durand. Wow, that's a lot of money. Right, that's a lot of money. And what we've got here? Got 2 pages. What is she accused of first, by the way? She's accused of fraud and treason. And well, the punishment for treason is death. So, okay. Let's read this. Anne de Korf, 67, is a widow who currently owns an enormous fortune that she inherited from her late husband, Baron de Cliquet or Cliché? Before the revolution, she was one of Marie Antoinette's trusted courtiers. After the events in 1789, she cut ties with the court. However, she recently became a frequent guest at the Tuileries, where the Capettes were being kept. Also, she's been scheming with the late king, has she? She also took part in Count de Fersen's scheme to facilitate the escape of the monarchs from the... Yes, he's definitely been scheming with them. Following de Tersen's orders, the court supposedly bought a new carriage in her own name. The purchase of a Berline carriage for 6 passengers, which we have evidence for here, sufficient to carry the Capettes from Paris, I'm going to stop doing that accent, was made at Jean-Louis' workshop. The valet of the Baroness, Gilbert, testified that the carriage was delivered to the Count shortly before the escape. So she facilitated the escape of Capet, where we no longer refer to him as the king, he was Capet. It is widely known that de Fersen himself, dressed as a coachman, drove the carriage as far as Bondy. Interestingly enough, when the monarchs were stopped in Varennes, Marie Antoinette had a newly issued passport under the name of Anne de Corff, which she was using during the trip. The streets of Paris are humming with gossip. They say that Anne helped the Count not because of her sympathy towards the monarchs, but because of an affair they had in the past. You see. And the elderly aristocrat's unquenchable desire. Evidence a receipt we have read there. Okay. Let's see what questions we can unlock for this. So, 67-year-old widow. That's personality, isn't it? That's who she is. Trusted courtier. That's again who she is. New carriage is evidence and method as well, isn't it? Okay, no. Receipt for the construction of carriage. That's also evidence. The defendant's needs and urges. New passport. That's method. Frequent guest in the Tuileries, in that place that Capets lived in. No. There we are. Woo, that was a close one. So we've got everything. Speak. Oh, well, we've got one person here, just one person in court. Please introduce yourself. Baroness Anne de Corff. Anne de Corff. You have been accused of conspiring to facilitate the escape of the Capets from France. Do you plead guilty? Monsieur le Juge, there has been a misunderstanding. I had nothing to do with that. The evidence speaks against the accused? That is impossible. The evidence doesn't lie. Unless it was forged, but we don't know that yet, do we? Could you describe the carriage you ordered from Jean-Louis? It was a luxurious Berline painted green and yellow. The Capets attempted to escape in a carriage that exactly matches that description. Where is the carriage now? I swear that I had nothing to do with the escape of Louis and his wife from the Tuileries. Answer the question. Oh, he's a bit... Okay. I lent it to Count de Fersen, but I swear on all that it is sacred that I did not know the scoundrel's true intention. You think anyone believed that? Quiet, you, one person. What did the accused think he was going to use it for? He said that he would be used by the Swedish ambassador. Why should I disbelieve the Count? Yes. But why did you visit them then? Why would the accused visit the Capettes in Tuileries? The visit was purely social. As an elderly person, I struggle with loneliness in Paris. Yes. That is most strange, considering that the accused severed relations with the royal court when the revolution began. I wish to see all the people I met in Versailles before I die. Is that so wrong? Was it during the visit that you handed Marie Antoinette your passport? Absolutely not. There was a guard who would not look away even for a second. Those terrible people never leave her side. The poor, anguished woman. And yet, by some miracle, your passport still found its way to her. I had nothing to do with it. Oh. Okay. You had nothing to do with it, and how? How is it possible that the defendant's passport was being held by Marie Antoinette? It was stolen from my apartment. It must have been Count de Fersen. You seem to be putting a lot of blame on this Count de Fersen. We should probably speak to him. And of course you immediately reported the theft? I ordered my valet to do that. Such a typical rich person thing to do. How interesting that the Parisian police received no such claim. I do not know what to say. I have no idea why Gilbert did not follow my order. And the citizen did not see that it was done? I am a rather busy person. It must have slipped my mind. Those filthy aristocrats are really hard working, aren't they? Oh, this guy just sounds bitter. Okay, well, let's see what your relationship with this guy is. What is your relationship with him? Only friendship, Monsieur le Juge. At my age, I cannot expect anything more, unfortunately. Was there something more in the past? Not as much as the people at court like to suppose. But you knew each other well. Could say that, yes. I trusted him then. But now, because of him, I'm an elderly woman stuck in a prison cell. Uh-oh, they want to free her, and that's far from what happens. Not too bad. I mean, prison is doable, but death penalty is preferred. But does she deserve the death penalty? I mean, it depends if she's lying or not. I can't tell without speaking to the other guy. It'd be good to speak to the other guy. Okay. Okay, so how many carriages do you have? 3. We can't remember the last time we ate meat, and she doesn't know how many carriages she owns. Settle down. Then why would you order another carriage in Jean-Louis's workshop? Does a lonely widow really need a 4th carriage? Because my wealth allowed it, Monsieur le Juge. Since when is spending money on feminine caprices a crime? Ah, the oldest excuse in the rich book. I bought it because I could. It is when those caprices serve counter the person's conspiracy. We know that he instructed you to buy it. Nonsense! I ordered it for my own trip to Montmedy. And you needed a carriage that big? Well, okay, you're gonna say because you could, because you're extravagant. Oh, no, because you want to travel with company. Well, that makes sense too. But you have 3 carriages. Or you could plan to help the royal family of exactly 6 people in their escape. I am not the only person in this city who owns a Berline carriage for 6 people, Monsieur les Juges. But the other owners are not plotting against the state. Snark. Perhaps not with the use of carriages. True, we're surrounded by serpents. This guy has to comment on everything, doesn't he? Okay, finally, I guess this might actually end up getting you killed, but let's see. What does the accused think about the monarchy? I do not know much about politics, but I support the revolution, if that is what you are asking, Monsieur le Juge. Is that why you left the court? That is a completely different story and not related to politics at all. What was it related to? I heard some ridiculous accusations of a small scandal involving me and a married general. Did the defendant, despite those circumstances, maintain good relations with Citizen Capet's wife? Good enough to help her? I could only pray for her. At my age, one does not have enough strength for conspiracies. You haven't watched Game of Thrones. Okay, well, you just skimmed it. Okay, well, let's see if we got some answers. Did she confess to the crime? No. Was her act counter-revolutionary in nature? Not really, all she did was buy a carriage. There's no real proof that she gave the passport or helped them. Why did the defendant need a passport and carriage? She wanted to travel to Montmedy. Where did the investigators find Anne de Cour's passport? With Marie Antoinette. Okay. I'm there. And I guess you go into prison. There we are. I sentence Citizen Anne de Cour to prison. Lead the condemned out. What? Is there no justice? Calm down, you. It was counter-revolutionary? But... okay. Ooh, ooh. Do 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 do. My name is Jean-Marie Roland. My name should not be unknown to you. After all, you wiped your shoes on it during King Louis's trial. I Vaguely remember, go on. Citizen Capet, not king. Get it right. Oh, you arrogant fool. King Louis Auguste Bourbon, Duc de Berry. Thanks to you, flinging around half-truths and speculation, everyone is calling for my head, accusing me of corruption and treason while you used our backs as stepladder on your way up the social hierarchy. Corrupting politicians does not always work out. Danton does it. Mulville tried to. But they caught you. Happens. I will probably be dismissed from my station. I may even end up at the guillotine. But I will make sure your head rolls right after mine. You will be my comrade in misery. Threatening a judge of the tribunal is an even worse idea than supporting a despised king and corrupting politicians of the convention. I will get rid of your candidate for captain of the guard. Then I will go after you. It took me and my wife too long to get to where we are. I will not die because of some overboozed maggot that likes to call himself a judge. You will see how we wage war in Paris's salons, you treacherous mongrel. I've made an enemy, I've made an enemy. Dear comrade, I heard the news of Minister Roland's unexpected visit. I have to confess that Roland knows about me something that he should not have. I am certain he is already weaving an intrigue against us. We have to start working on one against him. Francois Harriot. Play something for me, son. I have work to do. As you wish, father. Play for me. Oh, he's so stuck up. Okay. Oh, I think one of these days I'm gonna have to do a playthrough where I don't give a damn about my family. I'm just gonna do my own shit. I'm gonna work on my trial. I'm gonna build my statue. Next playthrough, maybe. Next playthrough. I'm going to be the arsehole judge. Oh wow, that dropped a lot. Oh, oh. What happened here? Oh. Enemy agents will fight with your agents for territory. They can take over your sections or neutral sections. When at least 2 hostile agents meet in one section, combat ensues. Remember that a diplomat has little chance against a brutal fighter. After a defeat in combat, your agent becomes injured. They can still move around but are not able to perform any action. Your main section is vital. The buildings here enable you to influence the rest of the game. Protect it at all costs. If you let it out of your grasp, you will lose the game. Oh dear, I'm already in trouble. I only just got here. Okay, well. Pow! I set you at 0%. Locked, locked, locked. Spend more time with family. Facilitate the persuasions. Nope, that's that. Intrigue. Oh, I haven't seen this one though. The documents discovered in Capet's iron cabinet raised suspicions regarding Roland. The minister hates the tribunal for openly ridiculing him, and he will not forgive you for it. His intelligent wife holds an even stronger grudge. Number of successes to win, 3. Number of successes required for a bonus, 5. Action blocks. Perform actions correctly to fill the progress bar. If you carry out too few, you will lose. If you perform more than necessary, you will receive a bonus. Perform actions. This game is a lot, isn't it? Perform actions correctly to fill the progress bar. If you carry out too few, you will lose. If you perform more than necessary, you will receive a bonus. So I guess I'm doing this. So far the only rumours that Roland destroyed the documents. If we find someone from his social circle to corroborate this, we would gain a powerful tool. We have a potential candidate. Philippe Cott was among the people who opened Capet's iron cabinet. For an action to be successful, you need to persuade the required number of people. You can also send your diplomat to do it for you. Remember, you can only do this while the block is active. Send a diplomat? I can afford to send a diplomat. Yeah, I'll send a diplomat. Success! Remember, 3 successes and I win, 5 and I get a bonus. Some actions require you to make decisions about tactics. Each decision may have a different chance of success. When Roland recognized the contents of the iron cabinet, he allegedly asked for a moment of privacy and was left alone with the evidence. In light of the citizen Capet being accused of conspiracy and the lack of evidence, we could try accusing the minister of destroying it. Cott confirming those sensational details would surely help. I don't know what these symbols mean. Do I want to threaten him into... What? Okay, I'm just going to pick this. Oh, okay. That could have been clearer. Force. Okay, court guard Raphael Clovis, your loyal subordinate, will have to talk some sense into a few heads so they realise how big a threat Roland is. A few casual remarks made by the respected Jacques Louis David should unleash an avalanche. So am I going to spread rumours or am I going to threaten? My minion. Let's do the diplomatic way. Intrigues are carried out in a matter of days. The results of some action blocks may only be seen the next day. So I have to wait for that one. Okay. Okay. I think that's everything I can do for now. isn't it? They're friendly to me. Yeah, yeah. Let's do this.
Ta-ta!